Welcome to Sam Outside. I'm Sam and I'm outside. I'm feeding one of my wolves. Yeah, I'm trying not to feed the other wolf while I'm at it. They say that we all have two wolves in us and they need to be fed, right? They're ferocious. They have an appetite. When we feed the one wolf, it gives us strength, and the other takes that strength away. Right? Keeps us weak. So the metaphor can be applied in so many different ways, and it exists across many cultures, and it's existed through many generations. And I found myself using it the other day. I heard a conversation between two young people, and we don't do that here. We don't use that language. If we can find a way to be positive, let's do that. And if that's not possible, then I'd rather you not use your words at all. Right? It's not kind. Which wolf did you just feed? Right? And it took him a moment, so I had to explain myself. And he turned to me and said, "I like that." Great. You're welcome. Just one of the ways I like to share, one of the ways I like to interact with some of the young people I have the fortune to work with. And I know it's been said to me many times, something I grew up with. And yeah, the wolf that gives us strength. Right? It's the little things we do, right? Keep us healthy, keep us present, remind us of the impact and the consequences of the choices we make in action, but also with our words. Right? Which wolf are we feeding by doing that thing, by making that choice? Is it moving us forward? Is it keeping us still? Or is it actually putting us back a step? Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially. All right? It has to do with our health. So many aspects to that. So, as you're going through your day, and we all have different opportunities to feel it, and sometimes it's not immediate. You make a purchase, or you have a conversation, or you react in some way in traffic. Oh, yeah, I didn't feed the right wolf there, or I missed an opportunity to feed a wolf, or the wolf just fed itself, and oops, yeah, well, that's me. So, which wolf are you feeding, right? And when we think about it in those terms, it's also not just our wolf, but depending on your position, your situation, depending on your vocation, right, your familiar status, your connection with a partner, right? We have the capacity, the things we say and do, how we make others feel feeding their wolves, right? So that's a big part of my job. And as a father, it's a responsibility that I have in my own children and in a marriage, partnership of 27 years. I'd like to think that there are aspects of our continued commitment and support of each other and what we believe we're doing as a couple, as a family, as parents. But yeah, we need space to feed our own wolves, either of them, right? Remind ourselves of which wolf we're feeding, which other wolf we're feeding, but also, how do we feed the wolves of the people around us? How are we feeding them, right? With our words, with our actions, with our emotions. So, by nature, the wolf has the capacity to be a very successful individual, but their success as a species is in their ability to cooperate, right? They are a pack animal. So, when we're feeding the wolf, right, does it contribute to the pack? Am I taking away from the pack, right? So my responsibility as a manager, as a parent, as a partner, as a business owner, I do have to feed my wolf intentionally because I need to keep my pack strong, healthy. All right? And I need to remind the other wolves in my pack that they have a responsibility to the pack. Right? And there's a place for everyone. And the reality is that they all need to grow. Because I won't be the leader of my pack. Sometimes I've got to be the subordinate in someone else's pack. I've got to know my place. So my job is to help feed that other wolf. So we all have two wolves in us. Feed the right one at the right time in the right way, and you'll be a stronger pack for it. If we all thought about our choices, actions, our words, how we make others feel, our responsibilities as a community on this planet, our pack is very large. And with access, globalization, we do have the potential to feed other wolves. So let's make it a stronger pack, a healthier pack. All right? Yeah, they might not all be wolves, but it's one interesting way to think about it. So I'm feeding my wolf by spending time outside, by planning my day for success, and try to plan my day around the challenges that might have me feeding the wrong wolf. So, wolf's an outdoor animal. So keep that in mind as well. Please go outside. It's so good for you, all right? Feed that wolf. Go outside. Connect with yourself, with nature, and that'll better prepare you to look after your pack. All right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing. I'll talk to you again soon. Be a good wolf. Thanks. Bye-bye.